Hello everyone, it is Endmuser here to talk about Light No Fire. Are you as excited about this game as I am? Since the announcement, I've been getting more and more excited about this game. In this video, we're going to talk about what we know so far, as well as a few different things that are contributing to my excitement for it. Now, I always try to temper the hype a bit, but we'll get into that shortly. Let us know below if you are looking forward to this game or if you are still on the fence. What we know. Well, we have an announcement trailer, Hello Games website announcement page, game website info page, Steam store page listing, and Sean Murray's X posts. The trailer was quite awesome in my opinion, and we can talk a bit more about specifics on it as we continue through this video. We have a post on Hello Games website that states their announcement of the game at the 2023 Game Awards and the tag phrase in the description of the game so far, which states, Light No Fire is a game about adventure, building, survival, and exploration together. Set on a fantasy planet the size of Earth, it brings the depth of a role-playing game to the freedom of a survival sandbox. This page links to the actual Light No Fire website, which again states the description of the game with imagery and the trailer. We also know from the website that it will initially release on Steam, with this being currently the only platform listed. Looking again at the general description of the game, the one thing about this statement that I didn't fully realize until I watched some other coverage was the statement set on a fantasy planet the size of Earth. Apparently Sean and team are saying just that about the world of Light No Fire, that it will be the actual size of Earth. I'm very interested to hear more about this. In the description below is a link to a video by Just Jared that I found very informative, where he breaks down the square mile world sizes of other video games and compares that to what a game with a world the actual size of Earth could be like. Alright, next we have the Steam store page, which actually does describe a bit more about the game. A multiplayer Earth. Carve a life together. Meet players from across the globe. Build a life. Explore and survive together. Construct persistent buildings and communities, or strike out alone to discover the world for others. A procedural Earth, a truly open world with no boundaries at a scale never attempted before. A massively varied and dense planet filled with immersive biomes, unique enemies, and valuable resources to discover. A fantasy Earth. Light No Fire presents you with an ancient Earth to uncover. One where you're not the hero. Thick with lore, mystery, and a constant fight for survival. Inspired by the adventure, charm, and imagination that we love from classic fantasy. An unexplored Earth. Every mountain can be climbed, and below them lie endless vistas, oceans, and continents perhaps no others have seen. Who will climb the tallest mountains? Who will find the deepest sea? Set sail across vast oceans and rivers, ride wild beasts through fantastical landscapes, fly dragons over undiscovered landscapes. There's a good amount to unpack with this additional information. The first thing that stands out to me is the statement, construct persistent buildings and communities. This sounds quite awesome, especially with multiplayer play and working with friends or others online to build actual villages or even possibly cities together. I am very curious to see how this persistent aspect ends up panning out, as well as the interaction and flow with friends in regards to the building, community, economy, materials, all that good stuff. The next phrase that stands out to me is the statement, a truly open world with no boundaries at a scale never attempted before. This leads us into the No Man's Sky launch territory, which we don't really have to spend too much time on, as really at this point it feels somewhat irrelevant. While this statement of at a scale never attempted before may hint at things we thought No Man's Sky was going to be at launch, a lot has changed since then. Sean Murray and team have done some really amazing things with No Man's Sky over the years, and what is the most surprising thing about it all to me is that, to my knowledge, and especially in this microtransaction day and age, no additional cost or purchase has been required unless you want No Man's Sky on a platform other than the one you had originally bought it on. As of November 2023, No Man's Sky has released over 30 named updates and 5 medium content patches after the game's initial release, as well as hundreds of patches. Each major release has been specifically named and given a number of its own. With this said, this kind of support for No Man's Sky, as well as the resources the team has, experience, and so on, leads me to believe that Light No Fire will be quite a different type of launch. And this is where I feel that hopefully we won't need to temper our expectations and hype as much. Of course, we don't know for sure and we shall see, but either way, the exceptional support for No Man's Sky makes me think them supporting Light No Fire with the same kind of passion is likely. All right, jumping back to the Steam store page. Another phrase that stands out to me is that every mountain can be climbed and below them lie endless vistas, oceans, and continents perhaps no others have seen. I'm curious to what extent endless means and how large the world will be, not only on the surface, but from the mountains to the depths. The no others have been sounds very much like No Man's Sky and the discover things for yourself aspect, and I also wonder how this will play out in what sounds like a persistent world with major multiplayer aspects. Will we see many other people in our environments? Will we only see our party or our friends? Time will tell. Let us know in the comments below what you think. Another nugget of info that Sean tweeted out when they released the announcement trailer was that the team has been working on Light No Fire for the last 5 years. This really makes me wonder when we'll get some version or playable release of this game. Some speculation I've watched is that potentially Sean Murray and team have learned that early access could be a route to go post the No Man's Sky launch experience. Also, with Steam listed as the only platform currently, that could lend to this theory as well. Another aspect relating to this to consider is that updates and content for No Man's Sky, to my knowledge, have historically been released pretty soon after Sean Murray would post a teaser to X. Recently, I posted a poll on my X account to see what others thought about when this game could be released in some playable form. Some thought, like me, as early as next month. It is more likely, and my second opinion would be a spring-summer 2024 release. It would seem odd to me knowing the team has already worked on the game for the last 5 years, and with their record of quick releases that it would go out as far as 2025, or even really a winter 2024 timeframe. Just seems like to me it could be earlier than that. Let us know what you think down below. With all this said, and unless they post something around the time we post this video, this is all we know so far. If you can't tell, I'm very excited for this game, and I'm looking forward to more info hopefully sooner rather than later. Let us know in the comments below what your thoughts are on Light No Fire. Are you picking it up day one? Are you on the fence? What is most interesting to you about what we've seen so far? We hope you've enjoyed this video and we really appreciate all the continued support for our community and YouTube channels. Check the Linktree link in the description below to find our endmuser feeds, and be sure to jump in our Discord to be a part of our awesome community chatting about all things gaming, collecting, and whatever else. Thanks again, and until next time, take care.